Golden Deer Productions. Golden Deer. Oh, wait, was that not it? Hey, enter, just you forgot to enter.
I kiss my bro on the lips. Yeah. Hey, I got my bro on the lips. Pause. Power 106, you're kicking it with your boy Savage Gasp in the building. This is Sway in the morning. And you're kicking it with Savage Gasp. Power 106 in Park. And this is the golden.
Oh, you blew it.
This is my fucking golden hour.
That's fine.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four deer nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the fire deer attacked. Only Derek, master of all four elements, could stop those boys. But when Boston needed him most, he vanished into the enchanted Golden Deer Forest.
Season 4.
Good? So, hey, audio engineer expert. I'm talking to you, dude.
Wait, is that the intro? Like,
Well, I'm gonna ask him. Do you know why I do the clap?
no.
So there's something called audio drift. Are you familiar with it?
No, actually.
It's like
Oh my gosh.
audio drift is like we got to talk kind of lightly into these mics. Yo.
They're picking it up.
Yo. Is it picking it up? Yeah, it must be, right? You see the waveforms? Okay.
No, I
There's
mean
something
my
called
chair.
audio drift where when you sync the audio and the video, after like 10 to 13 minutes, it just drifts and the audio comes out of sync with the video.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, I mean I've never had to do anything like this.
Yeah, it's been a prevalent topic of discussion recently. Kind of a force, to be honest with
You
you.
just use like latency, like buffers.
I don't know, man. I'm not the technical guy.
All right, we'll look at that later.
Okay, so listen. I'm gonna give you a proper introduction. Deep in the trenches of the internet. Wait. There was a good guy, and he said, "You know what, man? I think what I'll do is I'll go perform at a show in Cambridge."
Okay.
And then on the other end of the world, there wasn't an internet guy, but there was a white boy hustler who works 18 hours a fucking day. And he
Can you even work 18 hours a day?
Hey, you want me to restart the intro? Because I'm on fire.
Is that 6 hours for sleeping?
You got it, man.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
So
fine.
he said, "You know what, man? I think I should go to the show and support these cats." After the show,
Why did you stutter like you're about to call me a name?
I think
I was about to go to the show so I could support these cats.
cats is a pretty good pronoun.
Yeah, it's dope.
It was a steamy set, and it was hazy. And I walk out, and there I see not little Gasp, but Big Gasp. And I say, "Yo, bro." And he was like,
I'm actually only 5'10".
Are you actually 5'10"?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I've been to the doctor like once in my life.
Nonetheless, to my left, to the camera's right, I have Savage Gasp.
Hey.
You want to tell the camera who you are and a little rundown?
What?
Introduce yourself. Tell them what's going on.
Hey. Yeah, I'm Savage Gasp. Make music and stuff. My friends and dude, I'm not normally a seltzer guy, but I'd also recommend this polar hibiscus cloudberry. He picked it out. Adam, right? It's decent. Decent as fuck seltzer.
Except it literally got all over you, bro.
Yeah, except it exploded on me before because this man shook it up before I got here.
I was like, yeah, it'd be a fire trick to pull on my guest.
He was like, dude, it'd be really funny if I sprayed Savage Gas with hibiscus cloudberry.
Hey, I want you two to, Adam, you'll come first. Just swing in front. So the episode before this, you guys will see the Hefty Replay episode. Adam was there. Adam, you want to swing up? Come say hi.
Oh my God, Adam.
Adam's that guy.
Hey.
Adam, Milo, you see me earlier.
Is he in it? Oh, okay, yeah.
Can you see me? Can you guys see me? Adam, Milo, I'm here.
How you guys doing? Okay. Great guy. Oh, come on, Big Politics. You're up next. A little tight. Yeah. New set.
Hey guys, I'm Jordan. I'm a producer for Gaspar, and just a good friend since like a couple years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan. Thanks for coming, bro.
Of course.
So
Y'all should follow Jordan Lil V on SoundCloud if you want to listen to some actual good music. Fuck Savage Gasp.
Savage
That guy's a
Gasp.
dumb idiot.
Your music's great, bro.
Do you mean that? Yo, I don't know how this works. Like I don't know if I need to look at you or look at the thing.
Oh no, you can look at me. It doesn't really matter.
All right.
Yeah, your music's really good, bro.
Do you mean that?
I mean, one song you might be bawling your eyes out. The next song you might be screaming your head off.
Yeah, bro. I like screaming a lot. Like a lot.
You like going soft on the track more or being a psycho?
Yeah, I like going flaccid on the track sometimes.
Whoa.
But really, like, the music I make is just kind of whatever I'm feeling, like, right at the moment. So, like, some days, I'll be, like, in my feelings, and I'll make, like, a nice little ukulele song, perhaps.
Yep.
Tune up the old thing. And then on other days, I'll just be in a mood to just, like, break stuff. And I'll be like, I'm going to say it.
Sounds so there's no preference on either sonic path?
No, I think that, like, sonically, like, one thing that actually makes me unique is that I can kind of, like, do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not because I'm, like, really good at any of those things, but it's because I'm just, like, different things inspire me, like, and it's just kind of, like, whatever's in the moment. And sometimes, like, it ends up really dope. Sometimes it ends up, like, shit, and I, like, throw a song away completely because it's booty cheeks. But when it works, like, it's dope.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Take me back to the days
When we were riding your one Mustang.
Yo, do you like Paramore?
No.
What about Green Day?
I was counting the freckles on Adam's face
Felt-
as we watched the stars in your driveway.
I'm gonna be honest. When you hear it in your headphones, seems a little suggestive. So
I still love you. I know you probably gonna watch this.
oh, you wrote that about a shorty?
Yeah. I don't really want to talk too much about it because
Okay.
she makes me really sad. But yeah, wherever you are right now, I hope that you're doing good. And I love you.
That's tough. It's true though. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? Chicks will drive dudes to do the craziest shit. It's a fact. Girls will drive dudes to like actually be psycho, be wicked competitive, inflated ego. You feel that way?
No, but I think that a lot of my music though is inspired by like my love life, and I don't know, because like I really like love being in love. You know what I mean? Like
I can't relate, but yeah, keep going.
I like romanticize it a lot in my head, like being in love with someone, and it's like a lot of the time, like I really do like love the girl that song is about, but like a lot of times I just like write shit about like being in love in general, just because like I love the concept of it so much. Like
Hard to come by, bro.
yeah, I don't know, dog. I just like I like just loving on people. Like Jordan would tell you, like I'll just sometimes just come up to him and just get like love him, just hug him, kiss him on the cheek.
Just that's a different type of love, though, bro.
Ooh, I kiss my bro on the lips. Yeah. Hey, I got my bro on the lip.
Pause.
I don't know what we're pausing about. It's 2019.
That's a
I can
fact.
say whatever I want.
That's
I'll
a
kiss my bro right now.
You can't say
Oh, okay. Yo, I can't say whatever. Wow.
Oh yeah. Make sure this isn't the shade room. No incriminating talk.
Uh-huh.
So if there's any charges on the line, don't talk about it.
No charges.
We're talking about court case, legal.
This isn't.
Oh, I'm a good boy, dog. I don't have any court cases.
So I think what will be interesting is, so are you from Boston or you just chill here?
I actually live here in New York.
You go back and forth?
Every like couple days, I'll go back and forth.
Greyhound?
Yeah, I just usually take the Greyhound. I used to have a car, like I had a dope BMW. And I like it was super sick, but it was just like old. It was a 96, and then on top of it, like it's winter time, so it wasn't really having it. And I never got an oil change. I don't know how to change my oil.
I don't. You do? Well, Adam had an old Beamer too. I'm just gonna swing this like this, bro.
Wait, Adam had one too? Yeah, dude, but I don't know how to change my oil, so like it was just kind of like goofing on me. And then we had a snowstorm. I went to the Garden show in Philadelphia like a couple weeks back. Shout out Garden, it's my boy.
What's the name of it? An artist, Garden?
Yeah, Garden and Nash.
Okay.
And, Nash was like the big guy, and my friend Garden was like opening for him, but he's like a really talented artist. But yeah, anyway, so like I go to the show over the weekend, and I come back, and like the fucking car is like so snowed in, and I'm just like,
That shit was a dub. I'm sure that was a dub, right?
Well,
It was totally locked down.
yeah, I was fucked. So then I like I'm breaking the fucking ice off the roof. Damn, I hope my insurance company doesn't see this because I lied to them about what happened. And I'm like breaking the freaking roof. I'm like, oh my god. I just spit. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna break this off. And I just break through the fucking top.
This shit's
And
whack.
it caves in.
Oh,
And
is it a drop top?
it's a soft top, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and
So
I
you
was
stab right through it, right?
yeah.
And the only thing you can do is replace the whole thing.
And to replace the top, it was actually $8,000.
Oh!
So
So
what
it's
I
more than the car, right?
Huh?
More than the value of the car?
Yeah, the total loss value was $2,000, so I ended up getting $2,000. I got a check for it from the insurance company.
We'll take the 2 Gs.
Yeah, I mean, I only bought it for $2,400. I bought it from like a really cute, like nice old couple in Maine. They were just like super nice, cool people, and I was like, "Yo, I'll pay you cash today if you want to like give it to me." It was like a car they hadn't driven since like forever ago. It was supposed to be for their kids or some shit, and they were like, "Yeah, of course." I bought it that day, $2,400. Super legendary car though.
So, quick rewind though. What is the purpose of popping back between Boston and New York? Like, why do you do it?
What is the purpose of it?
Yeah, like why?
Because I don't think that I'm fully ready to commit to just living in New York yet. Like I told you, like me and Kishore, who's one of our other friends, used to live in New Hampshire, and then like kind of moved back. We were like mostly living in Boston at the end of the summer, so then we were like in Boston, and like we had like a lot of good memories here. And it's like
Great city, bro.
yeah, in the summertime definitely super dope city. Like right now it sucks, but like the summers like here is just like magical to me. Like I wrote so much good music and like was super inspired by like being here and like being in Maine, going to the beach, like being outside and like being around all this stuff. Met like cool people that live there.
Would you mind just
yeah, met like super cool people that like live here. So it's like I don't think I'm like ready to let go of it yet.
Oh, but you eventually want to shift all the way out there.
Probably this summer. So I'm probably gonna move to LA.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean it's just like I think that it would just be a smart move for me, opportunity wise.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like everything that's going on the internet is really going on in LA. Would you concur?
I would say New York also. A lot happened. Like for example, this past summer, I met like two of like Garden and Nine Tails, who's like two of my like closer music friends. Two artists that like I respect a lot. I met them in New York over the summer. They came down to like visit my friend Convol, because they were gonna like film a video with the three of them, which ended up being this like huge video. It's called Whatever It Takes. It's a super cool video that I look extremely fucking awkward in, and I wish wasn't on the internet because of just that, or they'd like blur my face.
What was it? It was a vlog, music video?
No, it's like a music video.
Oh, right.
But yeah. So anyways, so I met them in New York, and like we hung out, and it was just like a super close like bonding experience. And like my other friend Shinigami, who's on that Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night song, was there, and like my friend Scuff, like Jordan, Kishore, like just like the vibes that all of us like had together, like in that instance, it was just such a New York thing. I don't know, and I feel like it couldn't have happened anywhere else or any other way. And it's like those people now I feel like are like my lifelong friends, and like I met them there. So like New York to me will always be like a huge representation of like me having like a big moment in my career, meeting like a bunch of cool people as artists, but also meeting like some of my best friends like for life outside of music.
Word.
Yeah.
Sorry to do this to you again, but I think the appropriate distance for you would be like right here.
Okay, yeah, dope. Here, let me just like try to move this then.
Yeah.
I'll kind of just like sometimes look at you and look at Jordan.
That's cool. Yeah, no, you're doing great, bro.
Okay, cool.
So I think, and totally gas me if I'm wrong here, but what's going to be interesting for a lot of people that are going to listen to this is that your subgenre of music is much different than what's traditionally coming out of Boston.
Oh, really? See, I'm not extremely familiar with Boston like rap music. Like, I've like listened to Pistola, and I have like a friend named Isabella who like makes music out of here. She's like really cool. But other than that, like I don't really like listen too much to Boston music.
Well, how would you categorize your genre? In the most like straightforward way possible.
Indie rap.
Yeah, I was gonna say like indie white boy rap.
Yeah, I mean I don't.
Would you concur?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, sure. Indie rap is what I'd say.
And so, initially when you started linking up with all these other artists, was that just via the internet?
Yeah, pretty much everybody that I'm friends with now is through the internet, and it's just like
It's fire.
mostly over just DMing or like me being a fan of them and like me either like reaching out or them reaching out or whatever. And then us eventually like meeting each other like in New York or whatever. No
Isn't it crazy how powerful the internet is? It's nuts, man.
Yeah, it really is. And it's just like I said, like so many like lifelong friends I feel like that like we do like whatever and we like always support each other and it's like it's all love. But it's like all that came from just like a DM or like
It's
a
nuts.
post or something like that, which is dope.
It's how we communicate now, though, you know?
See, that's why I focus so heavily on Instagram because I feel like it really is such a great way to like interconnect with people. Like not just like your supporters, but just like to meet anyone. Like I think it's one of the best networking tools that you could use.
Is your audience mostly consolidated via Instagram?
I'd say SoundCloud is definitely caught up, and I'd say Twitter is almost caught up too, and like Spotify is getting. Yeah, I would say like at first probably yeah, but that and SoundCloud, but now it's more like evenly dispersed.
Word.
And that's not really something I tried to do on purpose, but Instagram is like what I gravitate towards because I like taking pictures. I like posting.
I think it's the funnest. It's the funnest app too.
It's super fun, and also like I feel like I can make like a big long caption, and it's like it's like only on Instagram people will see the picture and like they'll kind of like get hooked into it from the picture. But then like I hope like I could post something cool enough that they'll take the time to read the caption because like maybe that shit could like help somebody.
Have you seen his IG? Bro, dude snaps on the captions.
Yeah,
but no bullshit. It's fire because you're mad transparent, mad honest. Not many people are doing that shit, bro. And I feel like that's probably why you're getting such a following.
See, and it's like one thing that I always say is like you're like really all an artist is like the people that support them. And like even like sometimes we lose sight of that and we like get caught up in like our ego or whatever, but really like your following and you're like the people that are there for you basically is like what's most important. So it's like you need to like be there for those people. Like you need to like respect them like they respect you and like talk to them and communicate with them and have like a good working relationship with them and like show love back, like let them know that you appreciate them because in the end like those are the people that are going to be like there supporting you through
buy your tickets, you feel me?
Yeah, and it's like you can look at it like that and you could look at it as just even someone that goes out of their way to be like, yo dog, I hope you're like okay, I hope you're having like a good day. I saw your post, like I know your ears are fucked up right now, but like me and my family are like praying for you that like the shit's going to get better or whatever. And like that shit like people think like, oh, like it's just a DM, like whatever, but like that shit like means a lot to me personally. And I appreciate it when people go out of their way for me because I don't like ever see myself as like Savage Gasp. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like Gaspar, and that's all I'm like gonna be. Like I'm not like fucking superstar.
Mm-hmm. The tag, man. We have our friend's mom.
Yeah. Like my
that's
tag
her?
is just our friend's
Gaspar,
mom.
what the hell you doing?
Everything started like from a place of just like us just being like fuck it, like I guess we can make music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
is that tough for you though sometimes to translate like real, genuine, authentic relationships and then internet relationships? You know how it's kind of weird? It's like you initially, like you're talking with people over the internet all the time. When you see them in person, is it a little different, or like how do you navigate that?
So are you talking from an artist standpoint or from
a human,
a human being? I'd say mostly every single person that I've met in person from the internet that like acts cool on the internet is cool in person. Like every person that like supports me that I've met, like they've all been like extremely nice people. Like they care about me as much as I care about them. Same with artists. I think it goes both ways. I've definitely met some artists that I haven't got along with. I've met a lot of artists that I fucking love that are like my best friends now. And I think that that's just like the way the internet works. Like there's definitely some fucking goofballs, but
it's just like
it's more cool people, I'd say.
Yeah, but you facilitate like a different, like the nature of your relationship's different when you're typing to someone as opposed to talking to someone in person.
See, so I started realizing that too. So I started doing like FaceTimes with people. So
that's fire.
I'd
that's
be like,
dope.
yo, drop your numbers, and I like set it up so you could FaceTime my iMessage instead of my phone number. So like then I was just like, yo, drop it. So like people like drop their shit, and I'd like FaceTime every single one of them that I could. Like, I'd just take a day out of my like life or whatever, just to, like, make sure that I did it. Because when you're like talking face to face with someone, it's such like a different and more
Way
personal
different.
connection. You
Feel
know
me?
what I mean? Yeah, it's dope.
Mad naked shorties on the FaceTimes.
Nah,
Imagine that you got a crazy internet following, bro. Like
nah. It's definitely like lots of wholesome, good conversation.
good people.
I usually like show them new music and shit too,
Word.
and like I don't know, we just like talk about our day or like whatever. But it's like it goes back to like the way that like my supporters are and the people that like fuck with me. It's like it's almost like a family, which sounds like kind of corny, but it's like it's true. Like I feel like we're all like way closer because it's like we're not close on like a music level. Like I know with these people by like first name, some of them, and I know like what's going on in their life, and it's like when they tell me things and I like remember like, oh shit, bro, I didn't think you'd remember that like I fucking broke my arm, because I'll like be like, yo bro, how's your arm doing, like are you doing all right? And it's like it's because I care too. You know what I mean? Like
is that
it's hot as fuck in here.
Hey, you want to open the door?
Yeah, hold up.
You know how to do it?
Bro, yeah. I don't want to try because I like it's stuck.
Come on, bro.
I don't want to do it. No, bro, no, stay. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm rolling them up. I'll roll them up. I don't know.
We're in here for good, man.
All right, cool. Sorry for interrupting. It's just really warm.
Bro, I don't mind opening the door if you just let me get up and open it. I can do that. That's fine.
All right. Oh gosh. See, like it was so hard. Oh god, that feels so good though.
Yeah, we'll get that. Tight squeeze here.
Yes.
So you also, I feel like, to be honest with you, bro, when it comes to the podcast, I just want to grow it to be big. You know what I'm saying? I don't really take necessarily interest. I like running it and producing it. But bro, I off rip noticed your branding strategy. Like, you're fucking executing it perfectly. The fact that everything you do is totally native to you. Like, you're being totally genuine. Like, I don't really to keep it a buck, I don't really understand the song titles, but I'm like, yo, whatever you're doing, that shit's fire.
Well, could you like give me an example of one and I'll explain it?
I just mean like the emoticons and shit at the end. I just don't know how to decipher it.
It's just like a little like fun thing. I don't know. It's not really like
It's dope.
It
It's
doesn't
fire.
mean anything, the emoticons, but I just feel like those emoticons match the mood of the song. It's like if you're gonna send a text, like you're gonna maybe send it with a fucking emoji if you want to communicate something. If I'm texting like Jordan and I'm just like goofing on him, like I might send him like the fucking, or no, if say for example we're about to go out tonight, we're about to get into some buffoonery, I might send him like the fucking devil emoji or something. So it's like if I'm gonna make a song that's like about like turning up, like Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night, I'm gonna use an emoticon that looks like spooky or something. Like
That's fire.
It's the same thing.
Smart as fuck, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, it's funny because like I don't even think about that shit. Like I just like one day
do it.
I was like, bro, like this is kind of fire, right? And Jordan was like, I guess, and I was like, all right, like I guess I'll put it on the thing, and then it just like stuck. I don't know.
It's dope. It's fire. So, want to hear something crazy, bro?
Yeah.
So, Adam and I, growing up, bro, what was our favorite game, bro? Was our favorite game, bro?
Really? Is it?
Bro, where does your asphyxiation come in with Kingdom Hearts? I gotta be honest, didn't play 3. You beat 3?
Yo, Adam, real quick, because, and I'm gonna like break the fourth wall here, but like I know y'all like wanted me to talk about this, so like, how did you feel about Kingdom Hearts 3? Can we do spoilers? Like we could do that, right?
That's
Spoiler warning. I said it loud on purpose.
Death to headphone users.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was just nostalgic play. You know, it's been so long since two. But like, it was too short to me. I don't know. I beat it so fucking fast, dude.
Adam is an animal, bro,
I watched all
on the
the
sticks.
cutscenes. I watched all the cutscenes and everything, and the story just didn't. I don't know. I don't want to sound like that because I really liked it. It was fun. The story
See,
wasn't-
okay, so I'm gonna just go in real quick. I'm not gonna say too much, because like if anybody really wants to know about this, like they could just ask me. But I personally didn't care for it. as much as I thought it was, because it's like they built the hype for most of my young life. Like it's funny because I posted like a screenshot like the other day of my mom texting me. I sent her a screenshot that I had got Kingdom Hearts 3, and she was like, "Oh my god, I remember when I took you when you were like 5 to get Kingdom Hearts 2 at midnight because you asked me to do it then." And it was just like a wholesome ass moment with me and my mom, and it's like
It's dope.
I thought that Kingdom Hearts 3 was gonna like take me back to like that moment where I was just like so excited. I was like, oh my god, like, cause I love Disney. Like Disney is like one of my favorite like brands in the world. Like I have like a Pluto tattoo, and I thought that like Kingdom Hearts 3 was gonna like bring me back to like that childlike like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But I don't know. It was just like I didn't really care for like the pacing of the game very much. Like a lot of times I caught myself being bored or like being kind of like, oh my god, why the fuck do I have to like play through this extra bullshit in Toy Story like when I want to know like what is gonna happen with the main story like after this or whatever, or like why do I have to say fucking ham or like whatever, you know? And it's like this game, I wish that I could have just played the last third of it where you start fighting the Organization 13 members and shit, because it's like that to me is like that gave me like the feels and like
the game was like just it was like towards Disney. You know what I mean? Like,
well, okay, so I like that, but personally, I don't think that they even picked good Disney worlds. I fucking hate Frozen. Frozen sucks. Tangled fucking sucks. All right, bro, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, fucking yo, I could go all day with movies that I want to see in Kingdom Hearts.
Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound, I guess.
That'd be whack.
Or what's it called? The Runaways.
That'd be so
like
whack.
The Runaways because it's like small, or it's like that, right?
stay within like a certain time, like a year.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like they almost marketed it towards like new
New
newer
Disney
kids.
fans.
Because like I don't want to fucking play Big Hero 6. I didn't grow up with that bullshit. Like
Did they do any classic Disneys?
No.
in there? None.
They did Toy Story.
Toy Story is dope. All right, cool. Like Toy Story, I was thankful for it, but it's like before Kingdom Hearts drew me in because it's like I love like Mulan is my favorite Disney movie. So like I love that Kingdom Hearts 2 had Mulan. Like they had Timeless River, which is like Steamboat Willie. I love classic Disney, like super like dope. My favorite art style.
So you like 2 over 1?
Is that wait?
You like Kingdom Hearts 2 over Kingdom Hearts normal?
Okay, so I definitely like the story of Kingdom Hearts 1 better because like the story of the first one is like simple and like pure and like
What's the girl's name in Kingdom Hearts?
Kairi,
And it's Zora, right?
Sora and Kairi. Yeah, so I was gonna like get to that in a sec. So fucking the first one's super dope. It's like simple, it's sweet, it's like cute. It brings back big feels from like when I was a kid. But 2, they just improved on so much like mechanically, like gameplay wise, that it was just like so much more fun to play outside of the cutscenes. Cause I personally really like Roxas as a character too, who is it's like it's hard. I'm not gonna explain it.
No,
He's
that's
just a dope character though.
Roxas is like that's like Zora's like big bro.
It's like his.
Sora.
It's
Sora, excuse me.
so it's like Sora's nobody, but it's like hard to explain what that is. It's like half of Sora is Roxas.
Word.
Like Sora can't be whole without Roxas.
It's his ego, alter ego.
Yo, I could go on all day about this shit. So let me just finish what I was saying real quick, and then we'll go. But basically, like, the scenes with like Kairi and Sora like really hit me hard in the feels. I don't know about you, Adam, but like when they're sitting on the fucking tree and sharing the Paopu, like the voice acting's complete shit, in my opinion. But like
different voice actor this time.
yeah, I don't know like who's different, but they were just Kingdom Hearts has always had cheesy ass voice acting, but I probably didn't remember it because I was 5 when I played it.
How old are you?
I just turned 20.
Oh, word, fire. That's when it came out? The first one?
The first one came out in 2002, and the second one came out in 2005.
What was the name of the main key in the first one?
The Kingdom Key?
Kingdom Key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same throughout all 3?
Yeah, I mean, you have it throughout all 3. You can, like, unlock a bunch of different cool ones.
Word.
Like, my favorite is called Star Seeker, and that's, like, one that I think they introduced in Kingdom Hearts 2. But
Word.
probably get a tattoo of that on my face one day.
Be pretty fire.
That shit would be dope.
That's it.
I'm just kidding. I would never get a face tattoo.
That shit would look dope though.
Yeah, I might get it on a finger, maybe. I'm thinking about getting hand tats soon.
Yeah, you got a bunch of tats?
Yeah, I have a sleeve on this arm, and I have, like, a stomach tattoo, but...
You're addicted now?
I wouldn't say that I'm addicted.
People,
but
when they get the first, they're usually hooked.
I got like 10 at once, and then I just like took a long break and got one like last week. So
Oh, fire.
I don't know, dude. It's like with everything, I just kind of do it like right then when I'm feeling it.
Binge it quick and done.
And I was like, yeah, I guess. Like I didn't even really want it. I saw it on this girl's story that I follow, like the tattoo that I got. It was like a Tumblr, like old Tumblr 2014 tattoo. And I was like, damn, that's kind of hard. So I called this place in Boston. I was like, yo, you guys take walk-ins?
Where was it? In the city?
It's like in East Boston where I live.
Oh, word, okay.
Damn, I just like doxed myself.
Easty.
No,
And we're in Somerville at Phoenix Down Recording, the #1 studio in Boston. Make sure you get your tracks mixed here, and if you don't, go to Jordan.
Yeah, so I just like called them. I was like, you guys take walk-ins? And they were like, yeah. So then I went like 10 minutes later, bang that bitch out. It actually really hurt.
Color or all black?
All black. All black fit. You can see me with the lights out.
All black fit. You can see me with the lights out.
Do you know who that is?
I don't, but it sounds like a nice jingle.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's a nice jingle.
Is that you?
Nah, it's one of my friends.
Word.
Shout out Convo.
So you also like Pokemon though? I saw Zapdos in the picture.
Yeah. I mean, Pokemon is another series that I'm like really nostalgic for. But it is a series that I like to this day. Like, I like keep pretty current with like the Pokemon games.
Like early generations.
Yeah. See, so one thing that like people that try to like do the same thing as me like do wrong is that if you look, I only use the Ken Sugimori original art Pokemon, like from the original 151, and I intentionally
elaborate. Is that the animator for the?
That's like
Johto?
the original like artist for it.
Word. Okay.
So I only use his drawings and the pictures of the Pokemon. So like I know if you're like trying to like copy me and like because like you're not doing it right.
I feel you.
So I like did that on purpose, but yeah, I love Pokemon.
But you didn't use like a traditional Pokemon. I used Legendary Bird, but you didn't use like. Most people would choose Articuno probably.
Well, I put Pikachu in it too.
Pikachu's fire too.
Yeah, I put Pikachu, and then in the last picture I did a bunch because it was like a cityscape. So I did like Weezing and like Grimer and like some city Pokemon.
Those are dope Pokemon though.
Yeah, and then I had I had Meryl and Snubble in it. I thought that they were like cool little. It was like a nice addition.
That is nice.
Yeah, but I'd say that Pokemon also is like a reoccurring theme in my music too. I've like referenced Pokemon like bunch of times. It's definitely like something that I like subconsciously rap about a lot.
Kingdom Hearts, Studio Ghibli, and Pokemon.
And Pokemon. Well, those are just things that inspire me a lot because like just like the beauty of
The
it.
creativity is like next level. I mean, well, I also just mean with Pokemon. Imagine like just creating your own world with all these different characters that all have different personalities. Like, wow.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. I'd really like to do something like that one day. Like someone that I really look up to is this really amazing person named Rebecca Sugar, who created the show called Steven Universe. It's like a Cartoon Network show that I really like.
Word.
And she's just like one of the most like amazing creative people. And she also like writes music. She wrote the music for Adventure Time and for Steven Universe too. And like I want to be like that one day. Like I want to like write songs for like cartoons and like maybe have my own one day. And like I don't know. I definitely like think way past music, like a lot of the time, because I don't think that I'm gonna like be a SoundCloud rapper or whatever you want to call it like forever. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think if I play my cards right, though, I could probably do something cool.
So yeah, so if me and you were to have this talk, like right, in like 10 years, you're 30.
Mm-hmm.
How old am I? I'm 33.
Like fucking
I'm 33.
47.
I'm
just kidding.
Is that where my hairline's going? It's tucking way back, man.
That boy tucking back.
So that's where you'd want to be, like probably on other creative shit. I'm trying to make sure I also hit on all the questions that your fans ask, which is pretty dope. And I actually recommend everyone who's coming up here does this. You said, "Yo, what do you want me to tell you about myself to your fans?" That's a great idea, bro.
Yeah, no, my like homies on the internet are definitely like, well, there's some shit questions like, but
There's some wild questions.
There's some weird ones, but there's definitely a lot of really cool like insightful ones too that I liked. I like completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so
my question
in
was
10 years, yeah.
In 10 years, if you could operate at like your highest level, what would you be doing?
So I think that I would want to be like maybe a creative consultant for someone, and maybe like work on like TV shows, like cartoons, maybe be like a writer and like a voice actor. Musically, I don't make beats. I'm not very like, I'm like a bit challenged with like using like programs and shit.
Yeah, me too. Same shit.
I mean like GarageBand is like pretty much the only thing I can do.
Oh, that's where you make your beats?
I don't make my own beats.
Oh, so then
But
the tag is just a tag for your song.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay.
I definitely have recorded a lot of songs on GarageBand, but yeah, I don't. Now like I've like upgraded definitely mixing wise since I first started. But at first, yeah, I only used GarageBand.
Word.
Yeah, so I definitely like to be in a place, probably being a creative consultant for someone.
That'd be fire.
I think I could definitely do it. I'm not super big into fashion, but I feel like if someone just like let me style them for fun, I think I could like do a good job, just like making something cool.
I feel like a certain thing I've realized is like once you get good at one thing, you kind of have confidence. You get good at other things pretty easily. You feel that way like through music. You've like started to feel a little more self-confident. No.
I've only actually got less confident.
Really?
It's just because, and I was talking to Jordan about this earlier. This is like something that's been bothering me a lot lately. Like, I feel like the further I get with this or anything, I start to feel like a pressure that maybe isn't necessarily there for real. And I start to feel like, oh my God, like these people, like they like me for this or they like me for that. And if I don't do that, they're like going to hate me or they're
You
gonna,
feel
like,
obligated.
abandon me. And like, it's just like weird issues that like go back to my childhood and stuff, like probably. But it's like weird. And I just feel like.
Have you always been like anxious?
Yeah, I've always been really anxious, and I think that's why I relate to so many artists that I hang out with, even though I don't necessarily make the same kind of music as them. I definitely like relate to like sad or emotional music or whatever, because it's like shit that like I'm feeling every day. And it's like when I first started listening to that music, I wanted my own music to take all of those emotions and like turn it into something positive and like project that out. So it's like my music is like a preventative. Like I don't want you to feel this way. I want you to like be uplifted. So it's like that's why I like make it like that and not sad.
Based on we've now been talking, I don't know if like an hour. You don't seem like you. Well, yeah, I just mean like from when you came in the first time. You don't really seem like a negative dude though.
No, I wouldn't say that I'm a negative person, but I would say that I have a lot going on like behind the scenes in my head. I would say that it's just like, I don't know, a lot of like, it's probably like I'm overthinking it half the time, but I just have a lot on my mind constantly. And it's like, I don't know.
How do you combat it?
I like talk to my like friends in real life. I hit like people up on the internet that like support me and like give me like good advice. Like I always like make my posts as transparent as possible, and I like ask for advice on them.
Does it help when someone like DMs you back?
Yeah, I definitely have taken advice that people have given me just from a DM, and it's like I appreciate them taking the time out of their day to like do that for me.
That'd be tough, I think. Like, so you do. There's some alleviation you get via response you get on the internet.
Yeah, I'd say from someone on the internet just as much as someone in person, because it's like I know that it's coming from a human being either way. It's like once you get past like it's like just some whatever DMing me, like if you don't think about it like that and you just think about it as another human reaching out to you to like try to like make you feel better in like whatever way they can, then you like appreciate it differently.
How do you know their intent though?
I'm like a pretty good judge of character, I'd say. Because I definitely don't respond if I feel like something is there's like some sort of malicious intent or like they're trying to use me for something. Because in the end, I wouldn't do that to somebody else. So like if you do it to me, then I definitely am not gonna. You're not gonna like receive the same kindness.
Yeah, I feel you. So So you were briefly saying when I'd asked you. So you started out in Kentucky, then shot over here to New Hampshire.
Yeah, my dad was in the Army for like my whole life pretty much. So we lived at Fort Knox, Kentucky for like the last couple years of my high school.
On the base?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It was awesome. I love Fort Knox. I love like Kentucky in general.
It's dope.
Yeah, and I don't know. I also
where were you before that?
In California. That's where I met Jordan.
Oh, word. Fire.
I lived there for quite a while, like probably like 8 years.
So are you considered a military brat? Is that what that means? Like, if you like have a family in the military and you like bounce around a bunch?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, that's just a question.
Yeah, sure. But my dad's like really supportive of like music, and he's like happy. It's funny, he works at Lowe's now because he's retired from the Army, and someone like he was showing someone at Lowe's like one of my songs, and and it was like a kid like me, and the kid already had it saved on Spotify.
That's dope.
And he was so proud. Like he like called me and he was like, dude, this guy that works with me at Lowe's, like already had your song. Like I tried to show it to him, and he was like, "Oh shit, I have that on my playlist." And he was like, "Oh, that's my son." And like I don't know, moments like that I have with them is like that's like what it's about. Like that shit like makes me really happy.
And so you went from Cali to Kentucky, then what's the next shift?
Then Kentucky to New Hampshire, and then as I like got to New Hampshire, I was like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do now?" So I was just like staying in my bed all day, like writing music, and then when I wasn't writing music, going outside and just like experiencing like the natural beauty, because like New Hampshire's mad beautiful, like super dope place, especially in the summertime. So I just,
where in Nashua?
in New Hampshire,
Yeah.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a little like cute beach town. It's like looks like a Studio Ghibli movie. Like it's dope
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck. And yeah, so I just go outside and like be inspired by that stuff, and then I'd go inside because I had no friends at first except for my friend who worked. So I just spent so much time like being alone with that stuff and like writing music. And
So you
stuff.
moved out to New Hampshire, like you just moved to move, and then like
So I was like, I'm not staying here. Fuck it. Well, because my parents were moving somewhere else,
okay.
and I wanted to stay in Kentucky so bad, but it's like it's weird, bro. Like something in my head told me this isn't the right choice for you. Like if you move here, your progress is gonna go like this, and I like knew it in my head.
Your human progress, your emotional progress,
Musically.
music progress.
Nah, cause I was happy as fuck. Like it was one of the happiest points of my whole life being there, but I wasn't getting done what I needed to get done. So I was like, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get out of Kentucky and get my ass to LA or New York, however the fuck I'm gonna do it. And the friend said New Hampshire, and I was like, well, it's a start.
Fuck it.
It's a start. And then Boston, and then from Boston, someone was like, yo, bro, the Greyhound's like fucking $18 if you want to like save up. So I was like, fuck it, I'm saving up my money to get the Greyhound. And then next thing you know, I'm in New York where I want it to be.
So, wait, so you shoot out to New York like with like no money type shit, like no job, and you're just like, yo, I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
I like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I'm trying to think who I met first in New York. Do you
It's like
remember?
big nuts, bro, just to go do some shit like that. Fuck, good for you, bro.
Yeah, I don't like. I've always been like that though. Like my senior year of high school, I like, chose to be homeless for most of it because I wanted to get to Louisville and get in with all of the local artists there, which was an hour away. So I had a 2007 Kia Rio, and every single fucking day, I'd get out of school, throw all my shit in the back of my car, and drive down to Louisville and like try to just get into anything, any show, any whatever.
Oh, so you live out your whip?
Yeah, on purpose. Like my parents fucking love me. They're like they're dope as fuck.
That's
But
dope.
I wanted to be there, like, cause I knew that was what I needed to do at the time to like get shit moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, bro, even if it's me going to a show, and like at first it's funny because I took pictures on this little Polaroid camera, and that's how I'd get in with these artists. Like I'd like take a picture of them with the Polaroid, and I'd be like, yo, bro, I kind of make music too or whatever. If you want to like check it out.
When is this, like 2017?
Yeah. And then I met my friend Jack Harlow, who's like a huge fucking artist now. He's signed to I think like Lil Uzi.
Jack Harlow, Dark Knight.
Yeah. He's from Kentucky too.
No, what is it? It's like dance to the sun,
So-
down to the
Yeah,
shit
so
sun.
the big moment when I realized I was doing something right. So I go to this party right in Louisville, and it's crazy. I've met every other Louisville artist. Like we're about to graduate. It's like June.
Bryson Tiller.
I met him like one time, but I didn't like meet him. I like saw him at the mall. Like whatever. Yeah, so like I'm at this party, and it's funny, bro, cuz like I'm telling this girl like earlier, I was like, "Yo, the only other artist that I haven't like met yet is Jack Harlow." And I was like, "I love his music. Like he's dope as fuck." And he, at the time he had like 8K, but he was like big to me cuz I had like nothing. So I was like, "Ah, fuck. Like I need to like meet him before I leave. Like I don't know, I feel like it's like meant to be." So I fucking knock on this door, bro, and like to this party, and like he answers the door.
Wow.
And instantly I was like, yo, I gotta like make this work right now. Like somehow I gotta talk to this kid. So I'm just like waiting around, like out on the porch, just like drinking. And he like comes out, and he has a Kenny Chesney shirt on, and like I had a Brad Paisley shirt on. So I'm just like,
It's fate.
so I'm just like, bro, like I need to find something to make a connection right now. And I was like, yo, bro, dope shirt. Where'd you get it? And he's like, we're talking about like thrifting the shirts and like how we like this shit and like thrifting in general. And then I'm just like, bro, I fuck with your music, like all this. And he was like, oh, word, like do you make music? And I was like, yeah, like my name's Savage Gasp. But he didn't like ask me for anything else. So then he DM'd me like 2 days later, and he's like, bro, I like checked out your song, and he was like, it was actually like really fucking good. Like I was surprised. And I was like, oh shit, thanks. And then he like followed me, and after that we just started hanging out.
Word. That's dope.
It's just like a little like cool story from Louisville. But yeah, now I'm like mad proud of him. He's like doing crazy shit now.
What is it called? Sundown? I think it's a song I like a lot.
I was supposed to be in that video, and I left Louisville actually the day before.
Like driving in the cars through the street.
Yeah, and I left Louisville the day before to go to LA because I had a show in LA over the summer. Yeah, but dope video either way.
So back to your trials and tribulations. Is someone out there?
No, I'm just kind of.
You feeling better with that open?
Yeah, dude. It was just so hot. Like,
Are you guys doing okay? Yeah. Okay, word.
We're gonna deliver every time. It's like a sent message.
Oh, it's in the sundown setting.
I don't know.
I'm trying.
Out of town shit, trying to show what a big red is.
So you go to New Hampshire. You like New Hampshire.
I'm a Kentucky boy to the death. Gonna get it through your head till it's motherfucking embedded. All right. Yes, I love New Hampshire.
Embedded like a microchip.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in New Hampshire, right?
This kid's losing it. Wait, is that good? Yes, I am in. I love New Hampshire. Super dope.
You're probably like the first person I heard say that, bro.
I like a lot of different things, dog. Like, I don't know. I don't like try to like them, but I just like am gonna like what I like.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, regardless if people like think it's cool or not. Because eventually, bro, like, I don't know. Maybe not New Hampshire, but a lot of things that I've liked, like people have thought it's cool later on. So
New Hampshire's gonna be a tough sell, bro.
Yeah, New Hampshire might be a bit of a tough sell.
That's a tough sell,
it's
bro.
All good. Like,
so then you just start coming to Middle East shows?
Yeah, the first one I went to was a Lil Tracy show, I think.
Was it downstairs?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was.
I know the exact. It was in June.
Yeah,
I know
that was like the first one I went to probably. And then I went to like everything. Like if there was a show at the Middle East, like you were gonna catch my ass there. And
Did you come to my show, July 21st downstairs?
Who was it?
It was all local Boston artists, and it was sold out.
Really?
It was.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Word. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy because like I just like. It just started off just innocently going to all these shows, and then I was like just kind of like poking around, like trying to meet anybody that I could, and then I just kind of started like meeting people here and there, and then really I would say the big moment came for me now was when Internet Hippie followed me, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm moving to New York," so I like knew because I like kind of already lived in both technically, so. I was like, fuck, I gotta like meet this guy. So I like tweeted out. I was like, bro, like let's link this weekend or whatever.
Can you just clarify who Internet Hippie is for everyone listening?
Oh yeah, Internet Hippie's like a really dope vlogger, or not? Yeah, I guess. Oh, he has a blog called Internet Hippie. He's just like a dope guy in general. And he like just rides really hard for artists, and he does like videos and like all types of like different content.
He's like a curator.
Yeah, he's like a tastemaker.
And he
and an A&R.
And he does like a lot of like underground internet indie rap.
Well, I just everything to do with underground.
I just know he's put on a lot of people.
Internet Hippie is one of the most influential, legendary people in the scene. Definitely.
Pretty crazy.
Super. And he's helped me personally a lot.
He was from Boston?
He's from like fucking some weird place in Massachusetts. So yeah, dude, decent story-ish. But not really, but I guess like...
No, your story's been hitting. I'm eager to hear him.
So like, yeah, so I was just like hanging out with him. And then at the same time, like we're like getting to know each other. We hang out like a couple times, and I had been DMing this dude named Shinigami, and I was just like a huge fucking fanboy of him. I was like, bro, like I've been going through so much. Like I was alone, and like I really like was depressed as fuck when I first got here because I was completely alone except for the one person I knew, and I was like, I just like relate to what you're saying, like this and that. I was like on some fan shit, and then I don't remember who told. Oh, I watched a Six Dogs interview. And one of the things that he said...
You know Six Dogs? It's like, when I'm off the gas, I can see things. Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cream soda Fago down, still dreaming. They hate on me. Yeah, he's like a cool artist. But yeah, he said something about buying a repost. So I was like, well, I didn't really like know what it was. So I was like, well, Shinigami's the biggest artist that I know. So like maybe I should try to buy a repost. But I thought about it in my head. I was like, what do Shinigami's fans want to hear? So I waited until I had a song with a Kingdom Hearts sample beat called Wherever You Go, I'm Always With You. It's like, well, I don't know if it's one of my bigger songs now, but it's like a cult song now. So
heavily sampled Kingdom Hearts, huh?
Yeah, so I send it to Shinigami, and I'm like, bro, like, I'll pay you to repost this, like, this and that. And he listened to it, and he was like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, this is good as fuck. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I love that you're, like, rapping and, like, doing something, like, way different from everybody else. Like, that's crazy. Like, keep that shit up. So I just kind of made, like, a mental note of that and then, like, moved on. So probably a month later, Internet Hippie texts me, and he was like, yo, bro, like, FaceTime me, like, somebody, like, wants to talk to you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I FaceTime, and it's, like, Shinigami and FM, who are, like, two of my, like, best friends now. And Shinigami's like, where you at, bro? He's like, I'm in New York, I'm trying to meet you. So I was like, damn, okay. So
And you're in Boston at this time?
No, it's funny though, because I'm in my Uber going back to Brooklyn where I parked my car, and they're in Manhattan. So I'm like, bro, I'm canceling the ride. I'm so sorry, but I'm canceling the ride. So I fucking jump out of the Uber, just cancel the fucking ride, hop back on the subway, and go to Manhattan. I'm like, please just wait for me there. And they're like waiting at like this guy's house, and then just like instantly I just feel like me, Gianni, or Shinigami, and FM just like clicked like on some like other shit. Like it's just like I felt like I'd known them for so long when I'd only met them that day, and I could like feel like genuine energy in the room with me. And ever since then, like we've just been great friends. Like, and obviously like we've made some music together, but really it's like we waited so long to make that Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night song that I feel like at that point it didn't even like matter, because we were just like friends, and that's like a cool like extra little thing.
Shit's hitting though.
Yeah, because that song,
Still, I like that song a lot, bro.
I appreciate it. That song like wasn't even supposed to be what it was. Like me and 93 like made that on accident in like 10 minutes when I went to LA for the first time, and when I had that show over the summer that I was telling you about, and like I didn't even know that like that was gonna get made. It got made completely by chance, and then it just ended up being like a cool thing.
Made me want to like smash my face through my windshield. Like let's fucking go. I'll play it for you. It's hitting. It's dope. Yeah, bro. So from what I'm gathering, you move around a lot.
Yeah, I've. It's funny. Like a lot of my friends like used to be like, "Oh, bro, Gas is like a gypsy, low key, or like a travel, like basically like a wanderer, a nomad." Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, and it's just
we good.
Like,
we good over there. Wait, okay.
And it's just like, I don't know. I don't like do it on purpose, but I like have a hard time staying in one place for a long period of time, just because it's like there's so much out there in the world that I like want to do and see and shit, and like I just can't be in like one place. Like I have too much energy to like fucking sit around doing nothing. I need to be moving, and I don't like mind doing it. I don't mind like traveling. Like tomorrow I'm about to go from this fucking underground underdog show in Boston, get out of the show just because I want to go like support my friend, and then get on the bus at 1 a.m., get to New York at 5 a.m. My studio session is at 7:30 a.m.
Let's go.
And
we love
like,
the hustle though. That's fire.
It's fire though, and it's like it's like what else am I gonna be doing? If I didn't do that, I'd just be sitting at home this weekend.
Keep it busting, man.
Not being productive.
I know. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. Like, is this sitting down like this hard for you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I don't know why this is my job right now. Hey, can I also keep it a buck? Can you tell me what Underground Underdogs is? I don't really understand it.
Yeah, it's like I'd say it's like a blog collective / collective. Yeah.
You follow it as well?
Yeah.
It's like
friends that are
yeah,
supported by them.
They throw shows like all over the country now. The owner's from Boston. His name's Jack. He's super dope. And he just like, I don't know, he's just like super good at fucking putting cool shows together that people want to go to. And he's like,
is it like a niche audience normally?
Yeah,
Not really.
well, I guess not anymore.
Yeah,
I don't know. Jack's like doing a good job of putting these shows together. Like I think that he's like hitting a bunch of like cool audiences, especially on this most recent show. This is like a pretty diverse lineup, I'd say, compared to like some of the other ones. Yeah, I think they're doing a good job though.
And that's what you were performing in when I had met you?
Yeah, that was like the tour show. It was like an underground underdog show that like, it was like me. It was a version 3 tour. That's like our like collective. But Underground Underdogs was like co-hosting the show basically.
So how do you get attached to tours like frequently?
Yo, this is another good story because this is how Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night got made.
This is how I think a lot of artists could benefit from this, because there's a lot of Boston artists that like they all want to go on tour and they don't necessarily understand the logistics behind it and how it happens.
Do we have time for a story?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Oh, okay, so dope. So yeah, so I'm.
Just quick note: the sweat stains are just getting ridiculous. I don't know if you can pick them up on camera, but holy shit, the caffeine's smacking.
Yeah, dog, it's pretty warm in here. But
Oh,
yeah.
I'm fucking freezing now, bro. Keep it a buck. But I'm ready for the story. I got
Okay.
you, bro.
All right, cool. So yeah, so I'm in LA, right, and I'm fucking doing it. And my friend, he's like a pretty big scooter kid. His name's Mav, and Tanner Fox, who's like a pretty big YouTube guy. They're like, yo, bro, come to like the house in Calabasas and like we'll fucking hang out. And I was like, that sounds really
Bet
good.
it's Calabasas.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds dope. So that morning, Mav like texts me and he's like, oh my god, bro, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sick. I can't hang out. So I'm just like, what the actual fuck, dog? Like, I'm in LA already. Like, I just drove my ass from Santa Clarita, which is like an hour away, to LA to hang out with your stupid ass. Mav, I love you. If you'll probably see this, but like, come on, brother. So yeah.
What's your deal, Math?
So bro kind of like goofed me and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I hate my life. I was like, ugh. So
Fuck that dude, Math. Even though you're my boy.
nah, dude. Yeah, shout out Mav. But yeah, so like then randomly I check my DMs. I get a DM from 93 Feet of Smoke, who's now another one of my like super good friends, dope artist. He's like, bro, like I know like sorry I didn't come to the show last night. Like I like didn't feel like super comfortable or like whatever's. And I was like, oh, no worries. Like, you want to hang out? And he's like, yeah, like I live on Melrose in LA.
You had never met him in person before this?
No.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, come to the house or whatever. So then I got lunch with him and Fatsy, who's like another one of my like good friends from the internet. Super dope. They live together. We get lunch and then we like go back to the house, and he was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, let's get drunk. So we like get a bunch of Tecates, start getting a little saucy, and the next thing you know, Mark's just playing beats. He's just like,
Who's Mark? 93 feet?
yeah, no, I'm sorry, not Mark, Martial. Yeah, his name's Martial. He's
Cool.
playing beats, fucking doing it, and I'm just like, yo, I hate these beats. These are all sad. And he was like, well, I have this one like weird ass fucking like beat. It's called Lindsay Lohan. If you want to like try to write something to it, and it's a
Fire.
pumpkin scream in the dead of night beat. And I'm just like, oh my god, like what? And then I'm like feeling it, and Blatz is like one of my best friends from California. He's like, bro, like this is like your shit. Like you could do this. And then I was just like, I just had to do it on my own shit. And I was like, oh my god. And he was like, bro, it's hard. And then I just like started writing, and I was like, bro, a lot of people have been asking me to make another song like King of the Pumpkin Patch. So I was just thinking like about like pumpkins and like pumpkins like Halloween, like all this shit.
Was it Halloween Town? Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was just like, boy, I'm finna glow October, like glow.
Yeah, I get it.
And it just went with the beat perfectly. And I was like, yo, this kind of smacks. So Andrew, who's our tour manager now, comes into the room as I'm recording, and he's like, bro, like this isn't bad.
Kind of dope.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, like Shinny and like Family Pet have been like telling me about you. Like this shit, it sounds like fucking fire. And he was like, have you ever like you have a manager? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, would you want to like be on a tour with us? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like tour, like shows. And I was like, oh yeah, sure.
It's a bucket. We'll take that.
So yeah, we make the song, and then we fucking get on the tour the same day. And it's crazy because I come home the day. This is
a
like
blessing, bro.
This is even better. So I come home and I touch down, and that same night I'm like, I hit up Shinigami and I'm just like, yo, you trying to get drunk? And he's like, let's get it.
And you had met him. You had met him prior to this.
Oh, we'd been friends for like months
okay,
now.
word.
Yeah, I met him in like March last year.
Word, okay.
So we've been friends for a minute now. So yeah, so he's like, hell yeah, bro. So we're in the Uber, and I'm like, bro, let me show you this shit that me and 93 Feet of Smoke made. And he's like, bro, I don't care. I'm getting on this song right now. In the Uber. He's like listening to the finished song. Like Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night, I never intended to have him on it at first. And he was like, I'm getting on it. And I was like, fuck it. Like, let's do it. So no one has a mic. So then we go to Internet Hippie's house, and he has like this like kind of like wonky little setup. And he's like, fuck it, I'm doing it right now. So we just get plastered, and he just like,
he was smacked when you recorded
yeah,
that.
and he just like records that verse, and I wake up the next morning to like the finished song, and I like don't even know what it sounds like, and we're just like at Shinny's house, and I'm just like, all right, I guess we're gonna listen to it now. And I listened to it, and it's like how it was, and I was like, bro, I think we just did something.
That's a blessing.
And I put it out that night.
Oh, you didn't mix it?
I sent it back to 93 to mix it, and then we put it out that day.
Wow.
That Sunday night.
That's your biggest song to date?
Yeah, I think it has like 200. Well, okay, not technically. Flaming Hot Cheetos has almost 400K on Spotify, but on SoundCloud, Pumpkin Scream is my biggest. It has like 200K.
Why does that vary based on platform?
I don't know. I just said that. It feels like it's my biggest song, but technically it's not.
I know, but I wonder why some people listen to certain songs more on certain platforms. It's just interesting.
Because it's like hip hop and then like the actual like rap, like distorted rap and indie.
There's a better
Indie
space
is
for it in
Spotify,
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Indie is more of a Spotify thing.
Also, shout out Void Tracks and shout out Raw Easy for the video and shout out all the anime edits, because like literally that shit would not be popping on SoundCloud if it wasn't for y'all. Like I just like took a risk with that shit and y'all made that happen, so appreciate it.
Let's go.
I love y'all. Shout out 93 and Gianni too. Like, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
So that was your only tour that you did?
I just went on tour in Texas with my friend Convolk and Kishore.
Fire.
Yeah, and that was super dope. Dallas and Austin like showed big love. Like they knew
How
like
big were the shows?
all the words. Probably like 80 people.
So I think that's dope that you do that though, because like I think that's like the easiest way to like grow as an artist is just meet more people. Would you concur?
If you're not weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be weird like me, but if you're not just like a fucking douchebag, basically. I think that if you're like a person that I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's like, yeah. In short answer, yes.
If you're a good dude.
If you're a bro, then you could get in with the other bros.
Like genuine.
Yeah, because people see through that shit, bro. Trust me. Because I be meeting some people, and I'm just like, ugh, this motherfucker.
Keep your distance, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would never say that, like, because I'm not a spiteful person, not a mean person. But I definitely would be like, this person is going to fuck me over if I trust them. And maybe that's not a good idea. But like I said, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I'd say 95% of people that I've met through the internet end up being dope-ass people that I fuck with.
Hey. Oh, Josh, hey. We're still recording.
Yo.
Hey, this is Josh. It's Gasp. This is Josh. Josh is an engineer.
Long time no
Yeah.
see.
What's
Cool.
up, man?
How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up?
Thank you, Brody.
Nice to meet you.
Josh was just on the show. I run an episode for everybody who's an intern in the studio.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Just dive into this guy real quick.
go ahead, man. Do you think we could close that real quick? Would you mind?
What?
Would you mind if we close that door?
Can you close it?
Do you think you can do it?
Do you have the
Can I?
Please.
Oh.
There we go. Fire. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're here.
Okay.
What a monster.
So quick question. And I don't want this to come off as mean. I want to make sure I phrase it the right way. But how do touring artists on small tours like make money? Is it just all an expense or?
I mean, you don't make like a ton of money, but
But there it is. You do profit.
hell yeah,
Oh, word. Okay.
off merch and like all that shit. Like, I chose not to bring merch because like those first two tours, like they really weren't about money for me. It was mostly about to get to see
Yeah, for sure. I would
people
do the
that
same
fuck
shit.
with me in different places. But I had a really good time either way. I made money, met a bunch of cool people, got to hang out with my friends, and like in the end, like grew a lot from that. And like one thing I will say to anybody who wants to tour, if you do it the right way, you're gonna grow a lot from that.
I would like that'd be so fun, dude. Like I can't imagine how fun that show was. Just
Imagine just chilling in a fucking van with all your best friends for like a week.
yeah, and then you get to go every night, like go party and like
Because like the
perform.
version 3 tour, those are like my best friends from music, and like Convolk is like one of my best friends. Kishore is one of my best friends. Like I'm going with people that like I really like love being
That's
around
fire.
outside of music.
That's
so
sick.
it's like it doesn't even feel like a tour. Like it just feels like you're hanging out with your bros and like you're screaming for 30 minutes a night.
It's a big vacation.
And you're getting paid. Yeah, you're like going on vacation and you're getting paid. Because to me, like at first I didn't like performing, but now it's like I know that I'm good at. That's one thing that I do have confidence in. My live performances are fucking insane.
Word. Have you seen Y Try at the Middle East yet?
I don't know.
He'd be a good one.
Yeah.
He's always over there.
I don't really like be going to shows anymore just because I've been trying to like finish this album.
Oh, word. Yeah, definitely get your plug off because I'm sure a lot of your supporters were asking about it.
Oh, it's on the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it.
It's dope. I'm like working on like videos right now for it. And like finishing up 2 singles that me and Jordan like worked on today. That I'm gonna drop one of them this weekend, probably one the next weekend. And then a song with an artist that like you guys have been asking for a super long time. One of my like good friends and a dope bigger artist that I feel like all of you will be extremely excited to see. Can't say who it is, but
Jordan's excited though.
go through my Instagram and you could probably take a guess.
How do you equate if someone's a bigger artist? What does that mean?
Well, holy fuck. So I would say like off of like everything. You got to look at numbers.
So following you,
I don't like looking at numbers, but it's something that you got to do sometimes.
it's important for sure.
Yeah, like you don't, it doesn't need to be the main focus, but it is something that is there. It's a statistic for a reason. So yeah, I'd say off following, streaming, all that shit. Your reach, like IRL, like how many people you could bring to a show. Like all that shit goes into it.
Wouldn't you say that's one of the most important, how big your crowds are?
I would say that it definitely doesn't translate for everybody, and then you're kind of just like, what the fuck?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I don't know, but I would say like live performance is definitely something that's important. A lot of people don't care about it. I think that it's one of the most important things you could focus on.
And do you usually try to like link with all your fans afterwards?
Every single show that I'll ever have, I don't care if I'm fucking Kanye West level or if I'm fucking me right now, I'm going to meet you at my show if you came to see me, and I'm going to make sure that you know that I appreciate that you came. And like
That's dope.
that's just it. Because if like I know that if I went to some artist shows, like for example, like when I was going to Tracy's show or whoever back then, if he would have came to me after the show and been like, bro, thank you for coming,
I'm
like
a fan for life.
that's dope, I would have been like, oh my fucking god, like that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You could definitely make an impact on someone's life like easier than you know what I mean?
For
It
sure.
could be a small thing like that, like just hugging someone and being like, yo, thank you for coming, or like I appreciate you, whatever, because that person is gonna remember that like forever. You know what I mean?
So how do you navigate? I mean, that's like a sense of ego. How do you navigate that personally?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're all dudes. We all naturally have egos.
Mm-hmm.
How do you navigate it? How important do you think it is?
To have an ego.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't think that it's that important. Like, I don't think that I'm like super hot shit, but
I'm not saying that. I mean, but like, you need your ego to be like to want to succeed. And like do better.
Yeah, that's like drive to me. Like I have like a lot of drive. Like I want to be like successful. Like there's so many goals that I set for myself every day.
Can I keep it a buck, bro? I think you're gonna be successful, man.
Thanks, man.
I think you're smart, dude.
Yeah, there's just like a lot of shit, bro, like that goes into that, and it's just like I don't know. I think drive is like one of the most important things. Like if you want this shit, and like let me just like speak to everybody real quick. Like if you want this, bro, I promise if you put your mind to it, like you could really do this shit. Cause like I'm no different than anybody else. Like I think that we've established that with this conversation. Like I literally did everything that if you're like going hard right now and like hustling for this shit that you're probably trying to do right now. And it's just like you just gotta play your cards right.
Well, your thoughts are so powerful, dude. Thoughts and like energy is so powerful.
I think it really is, and I think just like fate is like a real thing too.
You think that?
I do. I think that you can be fated to like meet someone or for something to happen, and I always think like in like a positive way. Like if something doesn't happen right away, it wasn't meant to be then. Like it will happen if it's meant to be, but if it's not, bro, like you gotta move on and you gotta find an alternate solution, or you gotta fucking pack it up and try something else.
How do you navigate that line though?
I just kind of like gauge it with how I'm feeling at the time. I'm like a super emotional person, but also I'm like pretty rational. Like I can like definitely calculate things and just like think before I like act. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the things I do, people like look at me sometimes because of like how I am on social media, and they're like, oh, like Gasp is like this or that, or like he doesn't know what he's doing, or like he's, you know, whatever. But I like everything that I do, believe me, I do it for a reason, and it's all extremely calculated in my head, whether I say that or not. I like definitely know what I'm doing.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think totally what's interesting, which a lot of like people traditionally that are, because right now I could consider you like you're like kind of a Boston artist because you're out of the city, you've done shows here and stuff. It's just like this dude puts up bigger numbers than like most other dudes that we've had on the show. It's like, yo, like take notes, bro. He's fucking killing it. It's sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. It's just because, like, bro, when you don't let stuff like that consume you, you gotta kind of let it come.
For sure.
I don't like ever stay up at night about numbers.
But you think it's create opportunities for you though.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also it is a very rewarding feeling to see something that you worked hard on
Validating.
get recognition. But at the same time, like, I've been there where, like, I've been getting like 200 plays, like 100 plays, and it's like, I know, like, if you work hard on something, you like feel like it deserves a certain something, but instead of like getting upset or like whatever and being like, oh, fuck this, like, these people don't fuck with me, so I'm not fucking with them. Take the positives from that and take those things and then try to build upon that. You know what I mean? Like, that's like what I did personally, because like obviously, like, I didn't start out getting 200,000 plays on a song.
We're also very young.
Yeah, by the end of this year, I want to have millions on songs. Like,
That'd be fire.
More than millions. I want to like do sick videos and with like fucking like super crazy designs and like, I don't know.
So can you monetize like your streams and stuff? Is that how it works?
Yeah, all my shit's monetized. Unless I stole your beat off SoundCloud, which I don't usually do, but like there's like one song that I have with Sundari Twin Tails, super fucking awesome producer. I couldn't get a hold of the person, so I just put it out non-monetized. I made no money off that song, so it's just for the art because I really love.
Is the
beat.
stream rate different based on platform?
Yeah, it's different. Like, it's more for Spotify.
You get paid most off Spotify.
Yeah.
Word.
Apple, you get paid the most, but it's.
Well, I get paid.
You're less likely. Yeah, you're less likely to make money on Apple anyway.
Yeah.
But they pay the most.
Why? Because the streams are the lowest.
Yeah, the streams are the lowest for you, but they pay the most because Apple doesn't care about giving out money to artists because they make money and everything else.
No, I mean like the attraction to Apple Music is lower than Spotify.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I get it. I want to make sure that you wanted me to ask you some specific questions.
Yeah, of course.
I think I probably hit decent amount of them.
You hit a pretty cool amount. Yeah, I would say. I don't know.
Why don't you just tell me? Just go like this. What should I ask you?
I don't know. I sent you the ones that I got from the questions. Just, yeah, definitely go for it. Well, because I just want to make sure that I touch on everything that I said that I was going to. Because like when I say something on my Instagram or anywhere, I always try to like stick by that.
Okay, here we go. A lot of pictures.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's probably like 300 questions, but I just picked like 20 that I liked.
Okay, got that one done. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. So one says friends on SC.
I touched on that. It's like Shinigami and Convo. for
Okay.
most people.
Got that. Got that. Damn. I kind of killed this. I know, I've been kind of killing this. Conspiracies. Yeah, that's a dub.
I picked that one because it said Love Life.
Oh, is that you?
We
Kind of
talked about it.
that.
We already touched on that.
Hey Jordan, how am I as an interviewer? Am I okay?
You're doing good. Yeah, this has actually been really fun.
Cool.
Oh, but for Love Life right now, I'm not like talking to anybody or doing anything.
Sliding his DMs, man.
Don't. Yeah, I definitely love one person. I don't think I'll ever get over them. So, you could try, but.
Oh. I wanted to ask you about this. You love Claro?
See, that's a question that
She's fire, bro. She's
So-
she's from Mass, right?
I do. I think that Claro is probably the most beautiful human being I've ever seen.
Let's just really try to slide on this. Do you know who Claro is?
Definitely one of the most talented people.
Bro, she's an incredible artist.
Yeah, like all jokes aside, she is like a super dope artist. She's an artist that I like listen to a lot, like despite any like feelings I have for her. Like she's just fucking sick.
What, you got fanboy feelings for?
Yeah, I definitely would fanboy if I saw Claro. I wrote a song for her. It's called Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Oh, that was for her?
Yeah, she responded to it.
Oh, fire.
But yeah,
Where's she from? Concord, Mass?
I don't fucking know.
You better find that out if that's your lady, bro.
Yeah, I just know that I love her. She's beautiful. I hope that we could get married one day.
No marriage in this camp.
The only person that I could get over, the one person that I'm super like still in my feelings for, is Clara.
Yeah, Adam, Claro she's like, I would say probably the biggest artist out of Massachusetts right now. And yeah.
And
for
she's
sure.
like an amazing human being. And
you met her in person?
No,
You
just like
just based on when you look at her.
no, I just like watch the things that she says and does on her social media. Like she like supports good causes.
Seems like
She's
down to earth.
smart. Like she dresses super sick. Like I don't know, just like something about her, bro, is just like, you know, when you like have your first like real crush on someone and you're just like, oh my god, like I love you.
Is it ever gonna stay? Am I gonna feel this way forever?
That's how I feel about Claro. Like I feel like
You don't know if you're gonna feel like this forever.
I feel like no, I do.
Bro, it's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
I've
you've
been
been
through
feeding for a
I've been
while?
through phases where I've like liked famous girls and stuff, but
Carlisle? She went to CC, bro, I think.
yeah, there's been a lot of phases of famous people and porn stars that I've liked. That's like a whole nother thing.
Porn star.
There was a porn star that I talked to for a second, but
What? Really?
not like talked, but I just like tweeted that I to go like tag me under her picture because I wanted to talk to her in my.
And she responded?
Yeah,
Is that effective to tag me in this, tag me in this? Does it work usually?
it's worked for me 3 times now.
A lot of artists it doesn't because they don't have dedicated like.
I'm also cute.
I got on Complex that way, kind of. Same shit.
I mean, I'm like ugly, but in a cute way. Like, I'm like one of those dogs. Like, I'm like a pug. Like,
Oh, you're like a sheepdog.
like I'm ugly as fuck, but it's like so ugly they're kind of like, I guess I could try it.
Oh, it's like a Dalmatian.
Dude, Dalmatian is my favorite dog.
They are vicious.
101 Dalmatians all came rushing through the basement. You know that song?
I don't. But
Dude, no. That if you know that song, you're a real one. That's a really fire song.
That's by you?
No.
Okay, my fault. Okay, I'm gonna keep going through the.
Yeah, it's a dope song though. Yeah, but
Does a
Claro, if you see this,
does a fan base have a name?
you're dope. No, because see, that's like another thing. I don't like consider them like fans.
The Gasponians,
The Savage Gaspers.
or just my savages?
Nah, they're the Savage Gaspers. But I would never like say that. I don't think of anybody as like a fan. It's weird.
Wait, so is your real name Gaspar?
Yes.
Are you French?
No, I'm Italian. So I have a big ass fucking nose.
No, it makes sense. Okay, hey, I got a couple more, bro.
Alright.
Damn, I'm fucking fire. I already wiped all these out, bro. Your love life thing, bro. I literally already hit all these. Like, I'm not even fucking with you. Do you know any I missed? You talked about your friends, future goals, Jack Harlow, Claro. Yeah, man.
I haven't really talked about music.
There's no questions in here about me. What I think we talked about some of your songs.
Yeah.
What would you like to discuss?
Oh, I don't know. I just like feel like we didn't talk about too much. A lot has like happened over the past year. Like we didn't talk about Moshi being on Elevator. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, so how
we
did
didn't
you?
talk about how Flaming Hot Cheetos blew up and what we did to get Claro to see it. We didn't talk about Pumpkin Scream in the Dead of Night. We kind of touched on that a little, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. So when did you actually like go from just like recording music to actually have a presence online? Was that gradual or like was it a one hit bam?
what do you think, Jordan? I would say
It's probably a little shooter if anyone.
I would say pretty gradual. To give a timeline, it was like last summer or last summer I was getting 200 likes. Then in the winter I was getting like 300, and then I was getting like in the spring I was starting to get like 400.
And you're
500.
interacting with a lot of people that are on.
And
your
and
stuff.
this whole time I don't care if it's fucking one person DMing me, I'm interacting with them.
That's fire.
And then it's just like over the summer I was hitting like, now I'm hitting like 700, 800, and then it's just like now it just like it took the biggest jump now because I was going from like before tour. I remember this. I don't like usually gauge it on things like this, but I posted a picture before tour. Got like Jordan took it. It got like 700 likes, which to me I was like, that's dope. Like whatever. I thought that was so much. And then I posted my picture from tour, and I looked the next day and it had 1,200, and I was like, all right, so like I'm doing something right by going on these tours and doing these things and meeting these people.
Word.
Now we're in the 2000s.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
I don't. It's like
So do you go on tour too, Jordan? Gotta bring him on the next one, man.
All the different
yeah, he's welcome to come, but it's just like the first two like they were preliminary. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ear
Okay.
rape.
Death to ear headphone users.
Sorry. Yeah, they were like preliminary tours. Like I think that those were like just me getting like my footing and doing that. So like now Jordan can definitely come because I need someone to sell my merch. Like now that literally like yeah, I need someone to sell merch. I need like if I don't know. I need
You need
stuff.
support, yeah.
I need someone that's gonna be like you're doing a good job, dog. I'm proud of you.
Shout out to Jordan for being a good
support.
friend.
Yeah, Jordan's just a good friend.
Have you ever thought of just throwing your own show, like your own headliner?
Nah.
You're not fucking with it?
Like.
Well, Louisville we did.
Oh yeah, I did do that, and I went home to Kentucky over the summer with Keyshore, and I just like fuck it, like I'll just have a show. So
solid turnout.
Yeah, it was like packed.
Nice.
It was
love
packed
that.
as fuck. Everybody came, and it was dope, and like. I was like so happy because I like walked out, like it was like a show that didn't even have like a stage, like it had like a curtain that was the green. Everyone knew I was in there, and then I like walked out, and it's just like a sea of kids, and everybody's like, ah.
Whoa, that's fire.
And I was like, dope. It was like all my like a ton of friends and like cool people and just people that liked my music. Like it was just like it was good vibes for sure.
So, question: you said on your story, you said I'm about to get out of work. So you work sometimes in Boston too?
Well, yeah.
Oh, word.
I it's like at this point like kind of for fun, but I do still like goof.
Yeah. Well, no, I think that's like important for people to know. Like, dudes has a massive following online, and like he's still like, yeah, okay, I gotta still put in work.
Yeah, I think if I didn't work at all, I would just be really bored all day, and I wouldn't know what to do, especially in the wintertime. So it's like cool. I just like go to work and like go on the computer, answer the phone, and like send emails and stuff. And
Do your coworkers know you're
no, bro. I hope none of them see this, guys. Please don't make fun of me.
That's mad funny, bro.
Yeah, but it really I don't need to work there. So if any of them said anything, I'd be like,
see ya.
I'd be like, broke little baby, get off your ass, get a job on a dead lokes.
You like Blueface?
I love Blueface. Blueface is one of my favorite artists. Dude,
He's-
yeah, we didn't talk about what music I like.
Okay.
Dude, I love so much music. All right, can I like say some music that I listen to?
Surely.
All right, cool. So some stuff that I recently really like. Let's see what I was listening to earlier. So this is just like my Apple Music. This is what I like mainly listen to music on. Chase Atlantic, my favorite band right now. Splurge, super dope. He's the one that has like Intro Part 2 and like Beat by Jeff.
Don't know.
He makes like no melody songs. Super dope.
Just the bass.
YNW Melly Gang is probably my favorite song right now. And
Free Melly.
what? Yeah, free. I don't know about all that, but I do really like his music a lot. Joji is one of my favorite artists. Boy Pablo, Kuko, Claro,
That's crazy.
Lil Booty Call. Lil Booty Call is actually one of my good friends that is also one of my favorite artists that I look up to a lot.
Middle East gets a lot of his accent, which is crazy.
Bro, and actually my favorite song right now that all you guys should like peep, it's by Ian Dior and Bernard Jabs. It's called Molly, but it's really fucking dope. Like I just found it the other day and I'm just on SoundCloud and I was like, yo, this shit hot.
Oh, is it in a playlist?
He goes, what's
What's his name?
It's Ian Dior and Bernard Jabs. It's called Molly. It's produced by Nick Mira, so like
they're like his proteges.
I don't know. They like know him somehow, but I really like the song a lot. And Mulholland by Hanzo is like my other favorite song right now. That's such a dope song. Hanzo's fucking dope. Yeah, shout out Hanzo. Oh, and Chevy. Chevy is like actually my favorite artist right now, above all the rest of those. Dude, yeah, Chevy is so fucking dope. She's like a singer from Australia that I think lives in California now. She's super dope. Yeah, that's like what I'm listening to right now.
What was his name? Ian Dior?
Yeah, Ian Dior.
Word.
He's super fucking dope. I
Cool.
really love that song Molly a lot. I really like the other guy because he goes,
That's Ian Dior?
yeah, I feel like he talks in the same voice that I rap in. Like, he goes like, because I have like an inflection, I think, in my voice when I rap.
That's a good way to describe it.
It's because I have like a hoarse voice naturally a little bit. Like I have a tinge of rasp in my voice anyways. Can you kind of tell sometimes?
Yeah, especially when it's louder.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So, got to be honest with everybody. Who's ready to hear this?
What up?
My bladder's gonna explode. So because
No.
no. So I just want to make sure you get your plug off where everyone can find you: Twitter, Instagram.
Oh yeah. If you want to follow me on anything, it's all Savage Gasp, all one word.
Money sign with the
No money sign. Savage Gasp. Yeah, if you want to follow me, you can. If you don't,
How do they follow you, Jordan?
Jordan Levy.
Oh.
Yeah, Jordan Levy.
definitely follow Jordan though.
I want to introduce
Jordan
you.
Lil
I'm gonna
V.
get your number when John comes back. I'll link you with John
Awesome, yeah.
because you did the same thing you did at Berkeley.
That's cool.
Yo, also go follow Kishore. He's dope.
And follow Adam.
And Adam.
Adam, thank you, bro.
Yo, I actually do really like Adam. He's really cool.
Great dude, man.
Yeah. But yeah, also.
Adam's going on a date after this.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, you know where you're going? You a fool ass, bro. You crazy, bro. Okay, so that you got your plug off. New music, you can't tell anybody. Quick question. What do I have to tell your management company? Like, hey, I'm a good guy. This is a fine interview.
Nah, you don't have to say anything.
I just want to make sure.
I'll take care of it. I'll just run it by Colin.
Okay.
Just tell him that we're uploading it.
Shout out Colin.
Hi, Colin.
So this is how we start and end the show.
Okay.
So are we both familiar with the editing process, video editing process?
No.
Not the specific, but have you ever edited a video?
Yes.
Uh,
I'm the one who normally does
not really.
Okay, so in post-production, in the workspace, I have two pieces I have to cut up. One at the front and one at the end. So, no break. What you're going to have to say is, hi, your name, like, I'm blank. And this is my golden hour. That's right at the front. Then, hi, I'm blank, and that was my golden hour.
Okay.
Does
Can
that
I
make?
put my own twist on it?
I would love for you to put your flaming hot Cheeto sauce on it, bro.
Alright. Can I say it now?
Whenever you're ready, bro.
Savage Gas, though. Who the heck is that, though? It's me. Savage Gasp. And this is my golden shower.
And then?
And Adam's here, too. Yo, what up? Power 106, you're kicking it with your boy Savage Gasp in the building. This is Sway in the morning. And you're kicking it with Savage Gasp. Power 106 in Park. And this is the golden.
Oh, you blew it. And this was.
You better fucking use that. This is my fucking golden hour.
That's fire.
This was my fucking golden hour.
Adam, you ready? 3,
And you using that.
2.
Hey, back to my spin.